Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. For the last year or so, my go-to fire starter has been the fire plug from Procamptek. So they recently sent me some samples of their new fast fire stick. So you know I had to give it a try. Stay tuned. We're going to take a look at this new fire starter. Thanks for watching, guys. And not long ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I did a full review on some of the Procamptek products, the fat rope stick, the waxwood stick, and the fire strip roll. Those are the three that I did. Then later I did the fire plug, which I also absolutely love, like I said. You should check down in the description for links to all those videos if you're interested in Procamptek's other products. Now, I've always been impressed with the products from Procamptek. Certainly don't expect anything different with this product. So what this is a rapid fire starting tinder. Essentially, it is a huge fire plug encased in some cardboard, which is absolutely awesome. It's a compressed cotton-based material. They infuse it with their proprietary wax solution, and it is highly flammable. It's highly packable. You can just cut off whatever you need, put the rest aside for later. It stays together because it's compacted together, so you don't have to worry about stuff getting all over your kit. You can burn the entire package with the cardboard wrapping and everything. It burns super well, and it's very long burning, which is going to be important today because we're going to try to get a fire going with some super wet wood that's been sitting out here for quite a while. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but we're going to try. Alright, this is what the product looks like. Really simple, fast fire stick. This is what it comes brand new. I have one I've already been testing with, so we're going to use that one. Now, it is wet out here, guys. I don't know how easy it's going to be for you to notice, but I mean, it's soaking wet. A lot of the wood out here is from last year, before the end of the year. This stuff's pretty wet, really wet. We're gonna see if we can't get it going. I doubt it, but we're gonna try anyway. So it's real simple. You just get this and you're gonna cut off. Some people will cut off slices, I've seen. We're gonna get ourselves a piece of wood here so we don't mess up our knife. We're just gonna cut a piece off. I'm actually gonna cut off 2 little slices. Give myself a good chance here because, like I said, it's pretty bad as far as being wet. And leave that there. Now, you really do need to fluff this up, and it's quite hard, so you just have to be patient. I can imagine that in the winter this could be pretty difficult. What I do usually, or what I've done so far, is smush it up against a rock or something hard. You just want to expose those fibers. Hope you guys can see that. Alright, just like that. Do the same. We're going to go ahead and get this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just smush it. I think you guys can see that. So it's smush it down and just expose those fibers. Once you get it going, it works pretty well. So we're going to put that there. Gosh, I'm already sweating. It's supposed to be cooler, but it's not. We're going to put 2 little pieces of wood on either side here. I've got my stages. So we're going to put our wood like this, and that's going to allow us to put this big old chunk right here. And we're going to start like this. I think I'm quickly going to have to move y'all's camera angle. But nonetheless, what should we use, guys? We'll use our ferro rod. Should be able to spark it pretty easily because we fluffed it up good. There we go. Get it going. Now we're going to put this right on top carefully. All these sticks are pretty wet, as you can hear. Let me move y'all real quick. Now, because of how hot and how long this burns, we have a chance to actually get this fire started. It's so wet, you can see the smoke, all right? Once we get this going, we're going to put our second stage on. And once we get it going good, we're going to see if we can get some of this really wet stuff going. That's going to be a challenge for sure. That looks pretty good. Pop our next stage on there. And in fact, it's looking decent enough. I'm going to add a couple of bigger pieces as well. Now, I normally would not consider doing this if I didn't have such a strong base. And the base is basically that fast fire stick down there continuing to burn. Oh, that smoke is nice to get rid of these mosquitoes too, because they're gnarly. So this wood has been sitting out here for probably 6 months, split, sitting on the ground. Okay, I'm just going to put a piece on here. Be very impressed if this goes. Hard pressed to believe it will, but we're going to try anyway. We'll put these pieces on like that. Let's see what happens. So that fire absolutely got going, which is amazing. Again, I've got just pieces of wood here that have been sitting out for 6 months in the elements. We had Hurricane Laura come through. It's a complete disaster back here. I'm behind my house. Absolutely crazy amount of damage. Procamptek has made products over the years that I've never had any problems with, and this fast fire stick, as you could see, was super easy to use and highly effective. I cannot stress to you guys how challenging an environment this is to start a good fire and how quickly this was able to do it. Now, of course, part of that is preparation. I had good stages, and you have to make sure you do that anytime, even if it's really difficult or challenging from the standpoint of being wet. Everything I collected is off the ground. We had a hurricane come through here 2 or 3 weeks ago. We had a tropical depression come through here 7 to 10 days ago. We had 6 inches of water over 2 days, maybe 8 inches. And it's just drying up enough that I could come out here, still have to wear my boots. But nonetheless, this is a challenging environment to start a fire. Thankfully, I made it look easy today because of good preparation and an awesome fire starter in the Fast Fire Stick. Like I told you guys earlier, the fire plug, their smaller version, has kind of been my go-to. Let me show you guys. In fact, hold on one second. I'm going to show you guys how wet this wood is. You can see it dripping out of here. This is just like wet foam and just dripping down here. That's the way it all is. But no problems for this particular fire starter. Helps with these mosquitoes too. Anyway, that shows you guys how wet this wood is. It is no joke. And the truth is, even normally in Louisiana, things are never really wet. The other thing is there's not a lot of dead standing trees in our forest. Now there's a lot of trees on the ground thanks to the hurricane, but we tend to not have a lot of dead standing trees, so it makes it even more challenging. Now, with fire starters like this, you can get by. You just have to make sure you're prepared when you head out there. And I think if this kind of fire starter works in this environment, it'll work anywhere. Long burn time with this particular product really gives you a lot of flexibility on the types and quality of firewood that you're using. You just need to experiment, practice, go out, start fires as often as you can so you know your environment, your materials that you can commonly use, and how best to get a fire going. Cost is $8 for one, $14.99 for two, and I think they have a 4-pack for $28.99. These last a long time. As you can see, I sliced off 2 little pieces, maybe 1/4 inch each, and it worked for this fire. I might have been able to get away with just 1 piece, but I wanted to make sure because it is so wet. It's been a while since I've done a fire starter here on the channel, so kind of exciting to do one. I'm very thankful. Out of nowhere, Procamptek sent me this in the mail. I didn't even know what it was. I had seen some talk on the internet about potentially a new fire starter from them, and then boom, it just showed up in the mail. They didn't ask me to do a review. They didn't even say anything. It just showed up in the mail, and they said, you know, give it a try, see what you think. And like all their other products, I really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do me a favor, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up down below. It really helps spread things across YouTube. If you want to make sure you don't miss any videos, hit the subscription button. And if you want to be absolutely sure you're notified when I release new videos, hit the notification bell and you'll be the first to know. It might be 67, 68 degrees, but I'm still sweating because the humidity here in Louisiana is still super high. Regardless, I'm really enjoying my time out behind the house, exploring a little bit more, seeing what kind of damage we have from the hurricane. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.